A bill that would make it illegal to get an abortion in Tennessee after a fetal heartbeat is detected passed its first hurdle in a Tennessee House committee. It is set for a vote on the Tennessee House floor later this week. Ashley Sharp joining us live this morning with the details of that bill and how people are responding. Ashley?
Well, Amy, this is the bill drafted by a Jonesboro representative, Micah Van Huss, that would stop most abortions from happening in Tennessee. And the second point of the bill here clearly defines a fetus as a human. And many East Tennessee politicians tell me that for them, this push is about protecting life. It's a bill on its way to a vote by the Tennessee House of Representatives.
House Bill 77 would ban abortions after a fetal heartbeat is detected.
Passed in the House committee 15-4 in favor, the bill would ban most abortions in Tennessee, making it illegal to abort after about 6 weeks into a pregnancy.
All lives matter. All.
Many Tennessee lawmakers are now standing behind the bill to limit abortion. They say it's what the state wants.
I've always thought that if there's a heartbeat, it's a form of life, and we should respect that.
When legislation is brought with an attempt to protect life, we need to work to protect life.
But not everyone is in support. Many pro-choice advocates say the cutoff is too soon.
A good percentage of women don't know that they're pregnant at 6 weeks, so I think that it wouldn't be fair to do a cutoff there because they wouldn't have the option to choose.
A sentiment echoed by some Tennessee lawmakers.
House Bill 77 would prevent most women from getting abortions as early as 6 weeks into a pregnancy before many women even know they are pregnant.
Another question of concern, the constitutionality of the bill, which some say is infringing on women's rights.
There's a lot of situations, and I think that she has the right to choose what happens with her life. And I think that's any human's basic right.
In 2017, a similar bill failed after the Tennessee Attorney General said it would not survive legal challenges. But Tennessee lawmakers are convinced now the bill will come to law.
The pro-life movement is alive and well in the state of Tennessee. We're just trying to, with the heartbeat bill, trying to push the envelope as far as possible to protect life.
And that bill is set to come to vote this week on the House floor, reportedly on Thursday. And even if it is passed by the House, it then moves on to another vote in the Tennessee State Senate. Amy, back to you.
All right, definitely some strong opinions on both sides. Thank you, Ashley.